Hello students, welcome to mathematics class. Students, this is part 2 of the chapter Exponents and Powers. In this part 2, we will learn laws of exponents. Students, coming to the laws of exponents, we have already learned some laws of exponents in class 7th. Those we will recollect and continue further. The first law that what we have learnt in laws of exponents were, for any non-zero integer a power m into a power n is a power m plus n, where m and n are natural numbers. This is what we learnt. Now the question comes, does this law also holds true if the exponents are negative? Now let us explore. Children, let us consider you are multiplying 2 power minus 3 and 2 power minus 2. So when we are multiplying 2 power minus 3 into 2 power minus 2, how shall we do this? You know, whenever negative power is there for any base, it is just reciprocated. The base is just reciprocated. For example, if it is a power minus 1, we will reciprocate a. The reciprocation of a, that base is where I can consider a as a by 1, it becomes 1 upon a. And there is another, suppose if the power is other than 1 in negative form, like a power minus 2, then I can consider the reciprocation of a and converting power as positive, that is 1 upon a whole power 2, where 1 power 2 by a power 2 or a square I say, and a to the power any number is 1, so 1 by a square. So similarly, I have a to the power minus 3 can be written as 1 upon a cube, and so on, it becomes a power minus m written as 1 upon a power m. This is what you have learnt in your class 7th. So whenever any base contains negative power, we will bring it into the form of 1 upon that same base rise to the positive power. So with this previous knowledge, 2 power minus 3 can be written as 1 by 2 power 3, and 2 power minus 2 can be written as 1 by 2 square. Now if I write that, this product, that is 2 power minus 3 into 2 power minus 2, I will do it in the form of 1 upon. So 1 upon 2 power 3 into 1 upon 2 square, where 1 into 1 is 1 and 2 power 3, that is 2 cube into 2 square, comes in denominator. You know, 2 power 3 into 2 square is just done like using this law what we have learnt in your class 7th. 2 power 3 plus 2 becomes the denominator, and it becomes 1 upon 2 power 5. Now again I will bring it back into the form of negative power, which can be written as 2 power minus 5. So this is the result. Children, very important here, when two exponential numbers with the same base are multiplied, then the same base will be raised to the power the sum of the powers in the individual multiplications or individual multiplicants. Okay. Now let us take another example. If I want to do minus 3 whole power minus 4 into minus 3 whole power minus 3, what should we do? The same procedure, negative power will be converted into positive powers by considering 1 upon, that is minus 3 whole power minus 4 becomes 1 upon minus 3 whole power 4, and minus 3 whole power minus 3 becomes 1 upon minus 3 cube. Now 1 into 1 gives 1 upon minus 3 whole power 4 into minus 3 whole power 3, using a power m into a power n as a power m plus n becomes 1 upon minus 3 whole power 4 plus 3 in the denominator, where this 1 upon minus 3 whole power 7 by writing with the negative power by taking minus 3 up, that base becomes minus 3 whole power raised to the negative 7. So, this is the final answer. Now, children, let us consider 5 to the power minus 2 into 5 power 4, where one of the power of the 5 is negative, another power of the 5 is positive. How shall we do this? It is again further simple, converting only the negative power of 5 into the form of 1 upon, that is 1 upon 5 square, into positive we keep it as it is 5 power 4, where 5 power 4 upon 5 square. Have you learned this? How we solve this? Yes, there is a one logging. 5 power 4 upon 5 square becomes 5 power 4 minus 2. This is because of the another important law what we have learnt, laws of exponent. For any non-zero integer a power m upon a power n can be written as a power m minus n, where m and n are natural numbers and m is greater than n. This is what we learnt in class 7th. Similarly, using this, a power 4 minus 2 becomes a power 2. Children, coming to the another important example, if I have minus 5 whole power minus 4 into minus 5 square, we will do similarly, converting minus 5 whole power minus 4 into the form of 1 upon, that is negative power is converted as a positive power, that is by taking 1 upon minus 5 whole power 4 into minus 5 square. Now this becomes minus 5 square upon minus 5 power 4. Now the question comes, m is smaller than n. When there is m is smaller than n, how shall we do this? Here again this is to be taken down. To avoid confusion, I will give you whether m is less than n or m is greater than n. Just do as m minus n only, where a power m by n, or where a power m divided by a power n is a power m minus n only, whether m is greater or smaller than n. So, in that way if I take this, it becomes minus 5 whole power 2 by minus 5 whole power 4. I will write it as minus 5 whole power 2 minus 4. What is 2 minus 4? It is minus 5 whole power negative 2, because 2 minus 4 gives negative. So, minus 5 raised to the minus 2. So, same answer you will get here. So, in general, a power m into a power n is equals to a power m plus n, where m and n are integers. So, we have learned for natural numbers. Now, we are generalizing in class 8, even it is true for integers, when powers are integers. Now, children, the time of doing some work on what we have learnt. So, try these, simplify and write in exponential form. Coming to the question number 1, minus 2 whole power minus 3 into minus 2 whole power minus 4. I will first convert negative powers into the form of 1 upon and consider their positive powers into 1 upon minus 2 whole power minus 4 becomes 1 by minus 2 whole power 4, and 1 into 1 upon minus 2 whole cube into minus 2 whole power 4, it becomes 1 upon minus 2 whole power 3 plus 4. So, 3 plus 4 gives us 1 by minus 2 whole power 7, it is just nothing but minus 2 whole power negative 7. So, this is what we could do it. Children, next coming to the using the law, can we write straight away minus 2 whole power minus 3 added to minus 4, it implies minus 2 whole power minus 7, minus 3 added to minus 4 becomes minus 7. Straight away using the law we can do it. Coming to the question number 2, p cube into p power minus 10, using same law, p power 3 added to minus 10, p power 3 plus of minus becomes minus, removing the bracket, 3 minus 10, it gives p power minus 7. So this is the answer. Now I am giving the question number 3 as your work. You do it, where it is so simple. The answer is supposed to be 3 cube. So straight away I said the answer, you do it the procedural way. Now coming to the, on the same lines, you can verify the following laws of exponents, what you have learnt in your class 7th, where a and b are non-zero integers and m and n are any integers. Coming to the a power m divided by a power n as a power m minus n, and another law, a power m whole power n is a power m into n, a power m into b power m is ab whole power m, a power m upon b power m is a by b whole power m, and last law is a power 0 is 1. These laws you have studied in class 7th for positive exponents only, whereas in your class 8th you are doing for the integer exponents. So verify them. Now we will solve questions from the examples. In example number 1, find the value of 2 power minus 3 subquestion 1, and subquestion 2, find the value of 1 upon 3 power minus 2. Solution. Coming to the question 1, 2 power minus 3 can be written as 1 upon 2 cube. I have already explained, since we can write a power minus m as 1 by a power m, okay, or 1 by a power minus m can be written as a power m. So both you have already learnt. So 2 power 3 becomes 1 upon 8 is the answer. And the second question, 1 by 3 power minus 2 can be written as 3 square, and the 9 is the answer. Coming to the example number 2, simplify. Minus 4 whole to the power 5 into minus 4 whole power minus 10. So using the law, minus 4 whole power 5 added to minus 10, a power m into a power n is a power m plus n. It becomes minus 4, 5 plus of minus becomes minus 10, and minus 4 whole power 5 minus 10 is minus 5. This is the answer. Coming to the question number 2, 2 power 5 divided by 2 power minus 6 is just nothing but 2 power 5 upon 2 power minus 6. Whether m is greater than n or smaller than 2 power 5 minus half minus 6, it is nothing but 2 power 5, removing bracket, 5 minus half minus becomes plus 6. So the answer is 2 power 11. So here we have used a power m upon a power n is a power m minus n. So using this law I did second question. Coming to the example number 3, express 4 power minus 3 as a power with the base 2. See children, 4 power minus 3 is nothing but, where 4 is 2 square, I am substituting instead of 4 2 square and whole power minus 3. Now using law, a power m whole power n as a power m into n, here this becomes 2 power 2 into minus 3, where 2 power minus 6 is the answer. Now coming to the example number 4, simplify and write the answers in exponential form. So we need to one by one simplify them. Coming to the question number 1, 2 power 5 divided by 2 power 8 whole power 5 into 2 power minus 5. See children, we will do first inside the bracket. 2 power 5 divided by 2 power 8 becomes 2 power 5 minus 8 whole power 5 into 2 power minus 5, and 2 power 5 minus 8 is 2 power minus 3 whole power 5 into 2 power minus 5, and using the law a power m divided by a power n is a power m minus n, I have applied here. Further here I am applying a power m whole power n as a power m into n. So, this becomes minus 3 into 5 and into 2 power minus 5. So, here 2 power minus 15 into 2 power minus 5, here 2 power minus 15 added to minus 5 will come. So, where I have used a power m into a power n is a power m plus n. See, we are using only these 3 laws so far for umpty number of times. So, the resultant will be 2 power minus 15 added to minus 5 becomes minus 20 is the answer. Now, coming to the question number 4 sub question. I have already solved question number 1. Second one you do it as a homework. Now, I will solve out of third and fourth. We will write in third one. Coming to the third one. See children, here we have 1 upon 8, where 1 upon 8 can be written as 1 upon 8 can be written as 1 by 2 cube into 3 power minus 3, where 3 power minus 3 can be further written as, or we can write 2 power 3 as 2 power minus 3 into 3 power minus 3. So, using a power m into b power m as a into b whole power m, by applying this law I can write this 2 power minus 3 into 3 power minus 3, where powers are same, bases are different. So, 2 into 3 whole power minus 3, it becomes 6 raised to the power minus 3 is the answer. So, we can do like this, or we can write this 6 power minus 3 as 1 upon 6 cube also is right answer. So, coming to the example number 5, find m when minus 3 whole power m plus n into minus 3 whole power 5 is equals to minus 3 whole power 7. These questions are important. Find the value of m like this. Remember children, here minus 3 whole power m plus 1 into minus 3 whole power 5. Here bases are same. So, we will add the power, and bases are same, and these exponential numbers are multiplied. So, we will add the powers. So, m plus 1 added to 5, and where it is equated to minus 3 whole power 7, that means minus 3 whole power 7, where minus 3 whole power m plus 1 plus 5 becomes m plus 6 equal to minus 3 whole power 7. See here, very important, when two exponential numbers are equal, for example, x power m is equal to x power k, where two exponential numbers are equal with the same bases, then their powers will be equal. Okay. Similarly, if two exponential numbers are equal, for example, you have got x power m equals to y power m. So, here two exponential numbers are equal with the same powers, therefore, then their bases will be equal. So, it is a very important another learning which you have to remember. So, here bases are equal and exponential numbers are equal, therefore, we will say m plus 6 equals to 7, it implies m equals to 7 minus 6, it implies m equals to 1 is the answer. So, very important, you note down this, pass the screen and note down this laws 1 and 2. You can say either of this is true. When two exponential numbers with the same bases are equal, then powers are equal, or when two exponential numbers are equal with the same powers, then their bases are equal. This is how we tell. Now, coming to the example number 6, find the value of 2 by 3 whole power minus 2. See children, here I am writing first of all, since power is negative, I am reciprocating. So, 3 by 2 whole square, where 3 by 2 whole square nothing but 3 square by 2 square. What I have used here? I am using a power m by b power m, which is a by b whole power m. In a reverse way I am using. Since I have got a by b whole power m, I can write as a power m by b power m. Reversely I have used. So, 3 square is 9, 2 square is 4. So, 9 upon 4 is the answer. So, you can simplify like this. See, further coming to the question number 7, there are two sub questions where simplify you are asked, you find the value by seeing negative power. I can write by reciprocating base minus 2 cube divided by 4 power 2. So, 3 square is 9 minus 2 cube is 8 divided by 4 square is 16, 9 minus 8 is 1, 1 divided by 16 is the answer. Okay. So, 1 upon 16 is the answer. So, this is how we solve. Question number 2, coming to the question number 2, 5 by 8 whole power minus 7. So, I will make it 5 by 8 whole power plus 7 into, this becomes 8 by 5, I am keeping as it is because bases are same now, 8 by 5, 8 by 5. So, I did not reciprocate here, though there is negative power, because I want same bases. Now, it can be further simplified as a power of 8 by 5 whole power 7 added to minus 5, which gives 8 by 5 whole power plus 2, which is nothing but 8 square by 5 square, which is nothing but 64 upon 25 is the answer. So, with this I will wind up this session. Next class we will solve from the exercise to 12.1 questions. Till then, take care of yourself. Jai Hind. Thank you.